Hello, it's couch time, and you know what that means. It's time for some more anime talk. One week I was watching the Trash Taste podcast and I heard pray tell of a show called Bocchi the Rock. So I was just like, you know what, I'll give this show a shot, and that's what this video is about. So what is Bocchi the Rock? Well, Bocchi the Rock is this story about this very shy girl. This girl is named Hitori Goto, and she is a nervous wreck. She is someone that does not want to open up to anyone. She is super shy, and she is just like, but then one day she just sees people playing guitar on TV, and she's like, that's gonna be me. I'm going to perform on every single stage, and I'm gonna be the best guitar player ever. So she hones her craft for all of middle school, and now she's in high school, but she has no friends, so she's like, well, I'm gonna make friends with guitar, and that doesn't work. So yeah, she's just like, well, I'm just gonna die alone with... But then she gets interrupted by Nijika Ijichi, and she's just like, hey, you play guitar, can you be part of my band? But Hitori's like, and so Hitori joins her band. Eventually, they play together and they realize that Hitori's so shy, so they're just like, you're Bocchi the Rock, that's your name now. Hence the title of the show, that's so crazy. And they play their first gig, they're really bad, but they just keep working on their musical skills, eventually bringing in a band member that dropped from the band originally, and they continue forming a nice bond with each other and making some banger songs. Fun fact about the show, it has 3 different openings and endings in one season. And to me that is crazy because those take a lot of money. It isn't as crazy as Chainsaw Man's 12 different ending songs, but it is still pretty sick. And they're all performed by the cast of Bocchi the Rock, I believe. Well, it's at least described as the band in universe on Spotify and YouTube Music. So who knows, it could be the cast, or I'm probably just brain dead. But speaking of the song, they are a bop in this show. It is one of the big draws to me for the show. They perform several times in the show, and it's great, and it leads to a banger album, which I highly recommend. Also, during one of the performances, Bocchi stage dives off the stage and is kind of sick, nasty. She gets a concussion, but it's whatever. One aspect that I didn't expect to be so good in this series is the animation. This show seriously captures social anxiety through its animation. Like, they use the realm of animation to describe how Bocchi is feeling throughout the entire show, and it's amazing. And there is a lot of fourth wall breaks and a lot of jokes that are very funny just to the audience, but don't make sense in universe, so it's kind of alright. I enjoyed it for sure. I watched it a few weeks ago, and it's still in my mind for one of the funniest animes that I've watched. And one of the most hype animes I've watched. I got more hype watching Bocchi the Rock than I did for Demon Slayer, so that just shows you what kind of anime viewer I am. It's crazy to see what was able to be done with Bocchi's social anxiety throughout the show, and it was great. I can't wait for season 2. If it does happen, because that tends to not happen with popular animes sometimes. I'm not holding my breath, but I think it's happening. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And those are my brief thoughts about Bocchi the Rock. I would have to give this one a 9 out of 10. The animation is great, the songs are bumpin', and I had a great time watching it. And yeah, that is today's video. I hope you have enjoyed my review of Bocchi the Rock. I will be back tomorrow with another video for you guys, so stay tuned.